Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here on Desolate Planet. As you can see, this is what our storage system looks like now. It's a lovely, jubbly. I've also let me show you what else I've done. I figured out a way to actually transfer everything from this chest into the storage system. It was a bit of a find. As you can see, there's only one chest here, no upgrades. It keeps on sucking in an item and it gets disappeared. It goes into this bad boy right here. You can see here it is filling up, but at the same time, it shouldn't matter whether or not it is filled, as this links to the storage system back at home. All of this works the same still. Everything just gets put into this bad boy here. That took a while because sadly there's no way to link it up unless you literally pipe a system all the way across. So that took a lot of piping, but it is done and we are all set with our storage systems. Nothing else has changed here, and I haven't really done much other than that. As we can see here, we have we have all of these combined things. I am still working on filling these up. All of these are the highest they can be, except for this one here, which is empty now, so I can actually move that. Beautiful. Not that I can fill it up with a better tier one just yet, but hey, whatever. Now, the reason why I stopped is simply because this long ass crafting time, it just takes forever and it got super annoying to do. It just takes a bunch of redstone and a bunch of quartz, which we have like an infinite amount of essentially. And then obviously this, which you can get from an inscriber. So really it wasn't that bad of a little system, but either way, it's all done now, thankfully, and we have a huge storage system where I put all of our storage, all of our items into, which means that we no longer have to sift through each and every chest. It's beautiful. Now, again, I want to now do the mob spawner. There is that one which is still very much in active use, I could say, but it's really not. I've removed all of the stuff there. I've put all the like stuff into the storage. Essentially, let's make a create mob spawner. That's what I am looking for. I need the cardboard box that has the first spawner that we're going to be using. I'm going to need some stone. Now, I don't have any actually good looking stones yet because, well, it's all kind of just cobblestone, right? But that's fine because what I can do is I can actually go over there really quick. And this place has, well, as we all know, a near infinite amount of cobblestone, which is just beautiful. So I'm going to yoink quite a lot of it. And then what I'm going to do is quite obvious. I'm going to chuck all of this down here like so. This way, this is all going to get smelted into stone, and we can get it all worked out. I'm also going to take some actual cobble with me in order to see if there's any kind of variations of proper cobble that I like. But for now, we're just going to take this much and whatever gets turned into stone here shortly. Just got to kind of wait it out. It's going to take a while. It's a lot of stacks, okay? The furnace is being used nicely now. Okay, so like I said before, I'm not actually going to be making proper ones. We're going to be using that. Also, we have chicken eggs, which I need to see if I can get an actual chicken with or not. I need water. Oops. Just began flying out of nowhere. Right, so if I take this, let's take some stone. Let's have a look at what we can get here. So we have normal stone, but there is a ton of different options. In fact, we can even get some smooth stone looking things, which I would lie, look pretty nice. What happens if I combine this? That looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. So I'm going to make those. Let's find out where are we going to put this farm, especially considering I want it to get I want all the blazes to put their blaze blood into here, which I might just use an ender tank for. So I'm not really sure on the methods on getting blaze blood. I think, as you can see here, we could just keep on melting down entities. So if I make like a foundry and then link it up, I think it might work. I'm not too sure. Or we can try this. Uh, I mean, this kind of looks like it would work. So if we take like a fuel, one of our fuel tanks and fill it up with blazing blood, but how do we get it? How do we get it blazed, right? So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna have to import all of the blaze rods into our storage system, I think. And then, is there no way for me to melt it down in like a different method? I don't think we can. Okay. Okay, so with a bit of innovation, I have a little system that I'm going to be testing out, right? You can see here we have 1,250 mils of blazing blood, and then we have a tank here. Now, the way that it's going to work is I'm going to bring a system over to this here seared thing, which took way longer than I want to admit to make, but I did find a way to make them, right? You can get infinite seared bricks. For those that want to know, as long as you have a working smelter already, essentially you just need to make some infested stone. So if you take infested stone and break it, you get silverfish. Now, entities can drop it, specifically the skeleton ninja, uh, you know, different types of them, along with apparently the mirage enderman. Or you can haunt stone or cobblestone even, and not cobblestone apparently. Okay, so it is just stone, which I mean is weird. I don't know why cobblestone's taken out of it, but anyway, haunt a bunch of stone. You get infested stone, mine it, specifically in an area where it doesn't interfere with your actual, smeltery, and drop the silverfish into the smeltery. They become seared. So let me just show that off really quick. As I was looking at a way to make another one to see if I could test out my idea, and I saw this. You can, number one, silverfish, guardian ore, silverfish. Just smelt it with a little bit of lava and bam, seared stone, which is really, really cool. So, either way, we now have a little bit of this going. Now, you can see this one has 1,000 because it is going into this tank. I actually need to make this be inserted, right? That way, the seared blood that comes out into this drain here, which will be from here, goes into both the tank and into this tank there. Now, as a way to just demonstrate that, if I quickly nab some extra blaze, which is what I used earlier, I could even take the blazing blood, but for now I'll just take a bunch of our blaze powder and toss all of that in. Let me even chuck in the bucket of blaze blood. Number one, none of it's gone in there just yet because it is now prioritizing this. As you can see, that's going up, right? So every time that we smelt blaze powder or even blaze rods, it makes blaze blood, which we can then fuel both this area here and our other area. So you'll see this is going to go up eventually. We just need to fill up the other tank first, which is a bit annoying, but whatever. Just a little bit more. And essentially, if I can get my spawner idea going, which I'm going to be working on in just a moment, I'm really hoping this starts to fill this tank up soon. Maybe if I put this to extract and insert. Uh, is the other one full? The other one's full up. What's going on here? You are not allowed to be connected, man. What the heck? I don't remember making another one. Okay, whatever. Yeah, this is just lava. This is blazing blood. Weird. What if I turn it that way? What does turning this even do? Lock it, maybe? I really don't understand why this isn't filling up anymore. If I take this off insert, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Now it filled up, but maybe I need to put more fluid. Hold on, let me grab some more really quickly. Along with dump that. Let me get some more of our fluid pipes. I'm going to just make a separate pipe weight from this to there instead. There we go. Grab one of our apparently now 2 wrenches. Disable the extract. Enable that and enable this to be inserted. And now we just hope that works. I don't have any blaze powder on me, but I do need to get to the mob spawn area. So, with this idea of ours now, I'm going to make a small little cardboard box, right? Not a cardboard box, a little box of stone. And essentially, what I want is I want the blazes to fall into this here. I was thinking of just maybe having the blaze rods be inserted into this through a chest over there, but it's going to be a bit annoying. And also at the same time, I'm not too sure if I want the spawner here. If I do the chest idea, which would probably be better because then I actually won't hear the noises. Ooh, idea. Why? What is this? Okay, idea. Okay, so here's the idea, right? I want to make a little area. No. These are meant to be the floors. This is the flooring. The other one is the roofing. Remember that? So you can see in my inventory, I have some of our lovely, doubly chests all set up for me, already color coded to be a bit unique. Now, from what I remember about a spawner, it goes out four and four in each direction. So let's say I'm putting it here. I need to go out another two in this direction. And there we go. This should be all sorted. And then another one in this direction here. And that one is fine. Lovely. So we're going to put the spawner up there. And then, because, again, it's, I think, four up even. So one, two, three, four. And put one more for good measure, except this is going to be this one. No, is it? Nah, we'll put it like that. We'll use this. It's fine. All right, so essentially, this should now hopefully work. I'm pretty sure this is way too big. But whatever. I don't have any cave walls to stop spawns from happening outside, and given the fact that most of my base is a little wooden, I want to make sure that no blazes escape containment. This is going to turn into an SCP Foundation thing. All right, so I am kind of all the way over here, and I'm semi-ready. I've made myself a bunch of these mob fans here, and myself some mob mashers. Now, the mob mashers, they don't have any like upgrades in them. It would probably be better if I could put in some, but I don't have them right now, which is fine. What was it? Mob, yeah. So we can see here that there are quite a few, including sharpness, radius, beheading, bane of arthropods, all this fire aspect. Even I think there's looting. Um, and then we also have these heights. Now I do these ones here. I do actually want to see maybe if I can make some height modifiers because I made 26 fans, and essentially the way that I want it to be working is like this. We're gonna have them kind of going in the wall, and you'll see that it pushes them over to here. So I also need to improve their length. Takes so many propellers. The rest is fine. It's just the propellers are so annoying, but it's easy enough to do. I even have a whole system set up for them. That's redstone torches. I need at this point I'm going to need to repair my elytra soon. So for now, let's get ourselves some more iron out and start crushing it because I need to make a ton of propellers. And then I can actually make some upgrades with the fans. I'll probably make it so that I can only need that one row to push everything to the side, and then I'll make another row on the end there that pushes them down. Because it's blazes, they can fly. So let me actually go and do that now. Essentially, I'm going to have them get pushed over to this side here. So this is going to need to come out. And I'm going to need to go actually down. And can I reach the top? Kind of. Yeah, I can just reach it. This one's going to be much easier. Nope. How is it that the easy one is the one that I failed? Honestly. Whoop, whoop, there we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Let's go back. I'm hoping our iron is nicely crushed now. Might just fly there, to be honest. Need to really get this done up soon so that we can have infinite blaze blood so that we can then start just melting down all of the iron that we have. I mean, all of the diamond that we have. Now, how many of these do I need? A ton. So we'll make as many as we go. Can I make more of this at least? Not by much. Can I make more of this at least? Yes, a ton more. Beautiful. And then go there. And what is this used for? That. And I need to make more of this. The long process of just having andesite alloy. And there we go. All right, so let's make some more of this, please. One more is whatever. So I want to make fan upgrades. Not apparently. Okay, that's fine. Mob masher will go here. So I need some of these. I'm going to just put those there. We're going to get, I think, three. Yeah, the max is three. And then I think I'll need to go and quickly check how many I have left. I'll even do some three width. Again, I'll have to go and check. And then the distance, I believe, was another four. I need to make even more propellers. Hold on. Okay, so the box of infinite blaze torture is a bit. Oh no, are they escaping through the top? I don't have this on. So as you can tell, whoa, I need to really learn how to control myself on this thing. Number one, our grass is on fire, and I didn't even realize. Oh, no, it's no longer on fire. Welcome to the blaze area. As you can see, they get sent over there, but sadly, this doesn't actually power any of the fans. It needs to kind of be on the side over here. So what I plan to do now, because of this, is I'm just going to mine out all of this, which is fine for now. And then I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to place blocks like that. Ow. And I need to essentially just power this line. Just really quickly, I think that should be powering all the fans. It's not powering any of the fans. Is that powering them? That's not powering them either. Nah. Give me my torches back. I need to recardboard this, this. Ow, 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 I am my own hubris. No, pickaxe. There we go. We're free. Right. So number one, I mean, we're getting so much soot. Hey, blaze rods. Haha. It was also giving us XP, so I'll be able to make solidified experience soon. That'll be pretty cool. For now, I really need to sort this out though, because like these fans are the only ones working currently, and these ones don't. These two at the top don't. So I need to find out if maybe a block works, kind of like with what I put underneath all of our mob mashes. That should be all the blazes gone. Ow, ow, ow. Get out. There we go. Right, first things first, let's disable this. And I'm not even going to go in, disable that. There we go. Right, so why aren't... Those are on. So why wasn't it pushing it down? Maybe it's because the top fans aren't. So they weren't fully actually there. Okay, well that is good news because that means what I need to do is this line and a block under like above like that, which will be really really easy to do, and it should be working out. I think that would be it. Okay, redstone blocks work if you put them on the back end, so that's what I'm going to actually be using, just because I really don't like the idea of having any chance that they can escape or get stuck up there. So I'm essentially going to I'm gonna keep these disabled until I'm ready, until like I'm fully ready. That means I also want to finish setting up our vacuum hoppers, and then the vacuum hoppers are just gonna feed off into that there chest. Oh no, sorry, we actually have our own chest already because it needs to feed off into the other thing. So it is all going to feed off into these. So for now, let me just plop this there. Never mind, I'm gonna have to give it some distance. Give me that and all that. Right. First things first, let's fix this up. All right, so for now, it's going to look a bit ugly because I'm going to put a redstone block on the back of those two there and on the back of this one so that the items get pushed into this one single hopper. But it's going to have to do because I am not going to be too fussy right now. We're going to spruce it up probably in the next episode, though. I also found out I can remove the bottom two, which is really, really cool. So this should, when those blazes start spawning like now, we can hear them die. And then, bam, blaze rod and soot. Now, I am curious on what we can do with soot. It's black dye. This will be dropped into lava. I think that's what I'll do with it. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to plop this there. I don't have any of it on me. So let's go quickly. Actually, this is meant to be there. We pick that up. We can already see these working lovely. Let's go. Okay, so let's see if this works. So far I already know that this works. Blaze rods are going directly in there while nothing else. Now, I put a blacklist for blaze rods there, and essentially I want to see if it gets rid of all the soot and everything else for us. Now, as we can see, the soot goes bye-bye, right into lava along with whatever other drops, because honestly, I don't know what other things. Let's find out, actually. What other things do blazes drop? Entity drops blazes, just drops soot and rods. Perfect. So everything else is going to go into the bin while rods go into there. Now, one way I want to just triple check that this has worked. Nothing gets melted, everything gets dumped. Perfect. So we'll see here, bam, another one, and sooted. Lovely. Now, what I do need is I do need some more chunk loaders so that this can be infinitely chunk loaded. But that'll be for another time. For now, let me make sure that this here works. So, best way to find out is simple. No, wrong thing. Bam. I'm hoping that we can insert into this all of our blaze rods. And by doing so, looks like it works out exactly how I was hoping. So every time we get a blaze rod, it is going to be melted down into blazing blood. And that blazing blood is going to, number one, it's going to fill up that tank and this tank here. And this fuel tank here. So, in other words, I don't want to fill this up with iron, not iron. I don't want to fill this up with lava anymore. I just want it to be filled up now with blaze blood. So, what I'm going to have to do somehow is how am I going to actually do this becomes a good question now. I guess I could just remove this one and replace it with another seared brick later on. Well, it'd have to be roughly now. Maybe that might be the go. But I will do that in the off time. For now, we finally have access to Blaze Blood, which means that I can, if I'm right, is there a way for me to swap this out? No, but I just realized I can just empty this of lava. Hold on, let me pick this up. Let me put this here, and we're gonna put this as insert. Bam, bam. And where is our wrench? Reconnect these two here pipes. This is going to be inserting our blaze blood into both of those tanks. Let me get some buckets over from here. Bam, bam, bam. All of that. Grab myself some good old buckets that we have plenty of. And I'm essentially just going to now rob them. Give me... Wait, can't I just... Bam, there we go. So now I will only have Blaze Blood. Lovely. So it works out exactly as I was hoping. So we have now gone and done it. We have infinite Blaze Blood in both of these. This is going to infinitely only be used for smelting down Blaze Rods. It's also the only use that I have for the Blaze Rods right now anyway, as we have access to just constant and everlasting beautiful amounts of everything else. So here we go. Diamonds are now done, and then eventually I'm hoping also we will get some, of course, netherite, which is the whole reason we've done this. So as always, now that this is finally done, again, once we have a proper thing going here, a chunk loader, this will be going permanently without me having to stand here. For now, I'm going to stand here and keep this going because we need as much blaze blood as we can get for that diamond plan for the next episode when we finally upgrade all of our gear to unbreakable. So, as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy, and of course, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.